Good day, classmates. We are going to talk about our pesticide. Team members: Josué Montoya, José García, Natalie Macías,
Diego Flores.
Valeria Delgado y Jackie Hernández Bonilla.
Introduction. Throughout the semester, the theme has been conducting various investigations on pesticides in Aguascalientes and consequently on both organic and inorganic pesticides used to eradicate takes pests. But now we will show you the final products of our research on organic pesticides made in ourselves. Will writer because they are the ones we are going to elaborate as we as our own result obtained from the observation and obviously the application of the pesticide.
Objective. The objective of this project is to develop organic pesticides based on the principles of sustainability that occur when we gather homemade materials to prevent the spread of the plague that for this project will be the end in social, economic, cultural, ecological and ethical impact. Firstly, we can talk about the impacts of an organic pesticide if we do not enter into context together with the inorganic pesticides then. Regarding the social impact on organic pesticides, there are benefits in terms of people engaged in agriculture who have been affected by inorganic pesticides, and the use of organic pesticides does not have a great social impact because most of the people who cultivate use chemicals. Now, although it is very easy to do, it is not very expensive, so it does not have a great economic impact, and therefore your economy is not affected. For example, there are pesticides that are made with chili or garlic, cinnamon, vinegar, etc. That is, organic natural products that, although most of these ingredients are in your kitchen. From here the cultural impact also derives a lot since society does not have precisely that culture of
Development hypothesis. If our pesticides has many natural components, it will be effective. If we apply it in a tourist substance of definition, top substance is mode with natural products, use main function is to eliminate or remove food at best. First, with the previous reach to determine the material. About size, this investigation have already been submarine reviewed. This was due during a first 3 days about investigation.
2. Penguin Beijing to add and mix the ingredients as the ingredients. 3. Note the container with which we are going to spray or pesticide has to point in the previously scored garlic. With something solid you can halt some nails. This was done because if we puffing in the module, later is necessary to strain it and the text ingredients will remain in severe. This is going to get a mixture with strong odors, so we recommended using some mud covers and halts very dark brown. 4. In the end, we only let our mixture boil. We strain it in a container. The spray you have to let is lit.
5. After this we started making the other pesticides. 6. Saying first we occupied the following materials. The materials we need are very few. We only use oil liquid swab, a container where you can make the mixture of 1 cup, of oil and another of liquid swab in 1.5 liters of water. Here the swab will play an important role in these pesticides because swab is a contact insecticide effective for the control of a large number of pests. The effect it has on pests is in several ways. In the some popo acts by closing the sprinkles, avoiding
8. At the end, we obtain a wheat soapy mixture and proceed to put it in the container with 1.5 of water. 9. Now, one of the most important activities here was to see where we are going to spray of pesticides. Therefore, we had to go out and look and be very observant to find the perfect place where the plague is. As
Table of results pesticide of coffee, garlic and vinegar. Day 1. The first day we returned to the place to see if there were any advance and we noticed that the ants were still circulating where we sprayed, only that they were a little less than we saw when we first observed our stage. Day 2. The second day of progress, as seen in the photograph, there is not ant circulating by the site, only that we thought it was because it was already a little night and the temperature began to fall. So let's wait until tomorrow. Day 3. From this day on we began to see the results as we began to notice that more and more there were few ants that were in the place. This start to give you expectations that our pesticide is very effective.
results table, liquid soap and oil pesticides. Time after applicator, day 1, explanation. The first day we applied it, we returned and we realized that the ants had dispersed and that there were not as many as in the beginning. So that's good news. Then we left another day to
results and conclusion. If we put the pesticides or coffee, garlic and vinegar in the sun, the plague of ants die. If we put the pesticides of liquid swab and oil, the plague of ants will survive. Next, if we spray the pesticides in the plant, it not die. Next, if I come in contact with the substance, I do not have erections. Next, we concluded that throughout this transversal project carried out during the semester, it helped us a lot on improved our research skills, submitting to a guide to carry out our pesticides and then doing things with great pesticides and little by little. As we have found, especially in this last part, Antenna got point because it encouraged teamwork and above all existence in itself very good work.
ethical reflection of the project. We consider very important the use of pesticides since, as we saw before, because it has a lot to do with areas.
On the one hand, it is somewhat justified to the use of chemical pesticides because they need to be fasted in terms of crops. But we must reflect right, although they meet the demands of food due to global overpopulation, these pesticides pollute a lot, As we have shown in our previous research, these chemicals damage food, both animals and the plants themselves, including ourselves, also increasingly decreases the quality of crops. Even many substances have been banned due to their high toxicity. Index, but unfortunately, not all have been banned, which is bad. In a certain sense, but hopefully and in the future this will change and that the great majority, if not all, chemical of or organic pesticides are prohibited.
Instead, we must use organic pesticides which, although their effect is lower, do not harm the environment, soil.
Another important thing is that develop a pesticide or says for the materials. Instead, you point into practice your environment specifically to pay attention.
Likewise, we must raise awareness because they are the foods that we consume daily and must should be farmed.
It was very important to make this pesticide ourselves since it remains as practice to know how to create them with organic materials and that do not affect our health as much as industrial pesticides. Now, with respect to the economic, as it was seen, then it is beneficial and that adds another little dove to the organic pesticides. And because the cost of some of